In my case, there's these little clips here in order to get this one out, and then it just falls out. Here are the tools you'll need. You could use, if you don't have one of these, this is just, it rolls in the spline. You don't need this. It'll help, but you don't need it. If you don't have a spline roller, you could just use the flathead on your screwdriver. I'll go over that, how to do that, but it's a pretty simple list of things you need. And the knife is to just cut around the excess. Yep, you gotta be careful. I don't want you to hurt yourself. All right, so I started that spline, and now I can just pull it out of here. And then when you pull it out of here, you're gonna feel that it's kind of dry, and it could be kind of brittle. If you feel like you need some more, you can buy some at the store. Super cheap, but honestly, you really don't need to keep buying it. Hey, Callan, can you put your foot there and hold that? Hold that down for me. Hold it down, push. Good job, kid. Thanks for your help, buddy. So simply just pull it out like this. And of course, you want to be super careful not to damage your frame by bending it or whatever. Oh, sorry, buddy. Can you hold that edge down for me again? Good job. Oh. Or damage the spline by pulling it too. Oh, no, I wanted you to hold down the frame for Daddy. There you go. Okay, bring it back. Bring it back. It's free. And then you can simply just remove the old screen. And this is going to make a little bit of a mess. Look, there's some insect guts there, but so we'll pull it out and I'll show you how to line up the rest. So I got it removed and I rolled out the next one. You can make it as easy as possible. Obviously, you're not going to ever be able to use just this mount or this amount. So just lay it on here, get it semi-square, and then just kind of leave it. And we'll get the spline back from my son. And then you just start in one corner, and I'll show you how to get that going. And you don't want to get it too tight. So what I mean by you don't need it super tight is you don't need to pull this spline super tight. I'm going to start by using just this spline tool here. But if I just run it here, you can kind of see that it naturally tightens itself there. You see how that works? So you don't need the screen to be, you don't need to pull it real tight all four directions. Just get it in there nice and, I guess just call it, lay it flat, really. And then by the time we go all the way around, there will not be any funny wrinkles, and there won't be, if you get it too tight, what'll happen is then this frame will be all, wants to twist on you, and then putting it in the window isn't as fun. Maybe 8 seconds has passed since that last clip. You know, I mean, it literally just goes in super well. But let's talk about how to use a screwdriver here. Because you also want to be careful not to, let's see if I can hold that there. Because you also want to be careful not to puncture the screen or break the spline either, you know. So then we can just do that. So then you can just kind of do that all the way through with your flathead. You don't need this $10 piece, or they even have a plastic one for like $5, but I don't know. Obviously, if you had, you know, multiple windows throughout that you need to do, it's going to be worth getting a $5 or $10 piece. But I went all the way around, and this is the extra spline that I have with just keeping it somewhat snug. You know, it doesn't matter. That's okay. So just take your knife, carefully cut it. As you take your knife, get a fresh blade. I don't have a fresh blade on here, but take your blade and you run it on the outside of that spline, right out here. So there, and then you have a perfect cut, just like that. Such a simple task.